What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skilled and Sound here, back again with another video. This time, I wanted to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves. As of right now, they're doing well. No one expected them to, as of right now, if the season were to end, be in the playoffs. Right now, they're actually number 7 in the West, 29-26 overall. As you can see overall, look, they're actually 6th in points per game. So they actually have a really good offense. But the reason why I wanted to talk about Minnesota is what's going on next week. In next week's All-Star game, they have 3 guys who are currently playing or formerly played for Minnesota, who are all in the All-Star game at the same time and are on the same team. Team Durant. Andrew Wiggins, starter. Karl-Anthony Towns, starter. Zach Lavine. I said Karl-Anthony Towns, starter, I mean reserve. And Zach Lavine, reserve. So, at one time, all 3 of these guys played on the same team. So, this is pretty much a what-if video. What if Minnesota held on to Andrew Wiggins, Zach Lavine, Karl-Anthony Towns? What if? Would they be where they are right now? 7th in the West? Would they be higher? Would all 3 of these? Would they have 3 All-Stars at the same time? Would any of these guys develop to be where they are right now? I just have to beg the question. Karl-Anthony Towns still giving you great numbers. So his production has always been the same ever since he came into the league. I mean, if you look at him ever since his rookie year, 18, 25, 21, 24, 26, 25, 24. So he's giving you production. So no matter what, he was always going to be very, very productive. So he's always been a star. Honestly, he's one of the best. One of the things he doesn't get credit for, Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the best shooting big men in the NBA. Look at his 3-point percentages. And he's actually has high attempts. So he's a very good shooter. 80% free throw shooter for a big man. Rare. 40% 3-point shooter as a big man. Rare. He's giving you over 50%. So he is a great shooter. There's been questions about his toughness and about his defense. But surround him with the right guys or maybe put him on a different team, he will be talked about more. But great player, Karl-Anthony Towns. Second player, Zach Lavine. Obviously having a great season with the Bulls right now. And if you look at where the Bulls are in the standings, the Bulls are number 2 in the East. And this guy is a huge part of that, along with Demar Derozan. But another guy that's in that 20... All 3 of these guys are 26 years old. That's another thing. 25 points a game. Very athletic. Obviously, he won a dunk contest before. Great shooter as well. And I believe he's going to be in the 3-point contest this year as well. So, he's athletic and he's a shooter. But look at him. His points has gone up each year, except for, of course, this year he's taking a step back. But he's gotten better overall. And the thing is, he's an efficient guy. Within the last couple years, he's shooting around 48 to 50%. He's a 40% 3-point shooter now. High percentage as far as free throws. So Zach Lavine's only going to get better. So the thing is, when he was with Minnesota, yeah, he showed the potential. That's why they were able to trade him for Jimmy Butler at that time in that Jimmy Butler deal. Will he continue to get better around Karl-Anthony Towns? I believe so. Because he has the ability to shoot and he's athletic and he's a slasher. So I believe he was always going to average these points. Now the thing is, with the West and all those guards, he probably wouldn't have been an all-star. It probably would have been hard unless Minnesota would have been like a top 4, top 3 seed for him to actually have that chance. Third guy on this list, somebody all the way up until this year has been somebody who underperformed, didn't live up to lofty expectations. Because him coming out that 2014 draft, he was the first overall pick. He was that guy that was supposed to be a guy who obviously was a product of growing up in Toronto, Canada. Vince Carter. Vince Carter was that guy that a lot of these guys looked up to. So when he came out of Kansas, 6'7", 6'8", athletic, somebody that had major potential, right? So he was one of those guys where we expected big things out of him, but there was always something lacking with Andrew Wiggins. Did he really love the game? Was he just somebody that, hey, I can just get by on my talent, right? But this year, he's actually, last year, but mainly this year, he's really putting it all together as far as his overall game improving. And on the defensive side of the ball as well. Let's look at his numbers. I mean, this year, this is his most efficient year. Look what he's shooting from the field. 48%, career high. From 3, 41% from 3. He's never shot 40% before. So, ever since he came with Golden State, as you can see, 38-41 these last 2 years, 47-48, he's improved. Now, a lot of that you could say it's because he's playing with better players. Steph, Draymond, Jordan Poole, now Clay's playing. So you can say, hey, he's with better players now. He's with a better system. Or maybe you can attribute this to someone who's matured. The game is actually slowing down for them. But Andrew's gotten better from an efficiency standpoint. There's been other years he's averaged more points. As you can see, 21 and 19-20. In 1920 averaged 22.4, 23.6, 20.1. So he's averaged more points in other seasons, but this year is more efficient. Now, I actually made a video on this. Is he all-star starter material? No, he's not. That's the product of the popularity of Golden State. Guys like Kawhi, Paul George being injured. That's the reason why he got in there. The popularity of Steph Curry. So that's the reason why he got in there. And then they have one of the top 2 records in the West. And one of the top records in the NBA. Reserve? Yes, I can argue that. But starter? No. No, he is not a starter. Reserve, yes, but starter, no. But just a big what if. All these guys were together at the same time, where would Minnesota be? Would they be number 7 still? Would they be on the outside looking in? Or would they be in one of these top seeds up here? Now, I just always like to play the what if the game with that. I mean, they got Anthony Edwards, very talented, young. He's somebody that I like that's only going to continue to get better. Somebody who's very athletic. He's very confident, young player. But with 3 guys who played at the same time, and they all turned into all-stars, just makes you think, what if? What if those guys stayed together because they're all all-stars and they're on the same team? Just think that's very interesting. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about that. It's your boy Skill and Sound, and I'm out. Peace.